In education, there exists an intriguing concept called andragogy. Andragogy is the art and science of helping adults learn. This stands in contrast to pedagogy, which focuses on the education of children. Andragogy, a term popularized by educator Malcolm Knowles in the 1960s, has its roots in the field of adult education. Drawing inspiration from the work of European educators, Knowles emphasized the distinct characteristics of adult learners, and proposed a learner-centered approach that acknowledges adults' self-directed and experiential learning preferences. Moving deeper into this subject, we find that there are core principles that shape andragogy. The first principle states that adults need to know why they need to learn something before embarking on the learning process. This is because adults are goal-oriented, and understanding the purpose of their learning aids in motivation. Next, we have the principle of the learner's experience. Adults come with a reservoir of life experiences, which can serve as a rich resource for learning. This principle acknowledges the value of these experiences and encourages their use in the learning process. The third principle emphasizes that adults are most interested in learning subjects that have immediate relevance to their job or personal life. This principle, known as relevance and practicality, ensures that learning is applicable and beneficial to the adult learner's daily activities. There's also the principle of problem-centered learning. Adults prefer to learn through problem-solving rather than being fed content. This approach fosters critical thinking and promotes the practical application of knowledge. Lastly, the principle of self-direction comes into play. Adults like to take charge of their learning. They prefer to be seen and treated as being capable of self-direction. This principle, therefore, promotes autonomy in learning. Now imagine a group of adults attending a workshop on financial literacy. They are not there because they are required to be. Instead, they have identified a gap in their knowledge and have taken steps to fill that gap. This is andragogy in action. In another scenario, consider an adult returning to school to get a degree. They are not just sitting and absorbing information. Instead, they are actively engaging with the material, relating it to their experiences, and applying it to their lives. This too is an example of andragogy. Creativity as well finds a home in andragogy. From using engaging visuals to incorporating storytelling techniques, these elements help to enhance understanding and encourage critical thinking about the subject matter. In conclusion, andragogy is an approach to adult education that recognizes and respects the unique attributes of adult learners. It emphasizes the need to understand why learning is necessary, acknowledges the value of life experiences, ensures learning is relevant and practical, promotes problem solving, and encourages self-direction in learning. By exploring andragogy, one can gain a deeper understanding of how adults learn and how best to facilitate this process. This understanding can lead to more effective teaching strategies and ultimately better learning outcomes. So the next time you engage in learning as an adult, remember, you're not just a passive recipient of knowledge. You're an active participant in your learning journey. That's the power of andragogy.